When we think of Christian hope, most of us think almost immediately of our salvation and of the resurrection. As well we should. But there is actually something else we hope for, and it has nothing to do with our salvation, or at least not much. Indeed, in our tradition, we consider this thing to be, if anything, of even greater importance, even than our salvation. Hello, I'm Stuart Baskin, pastor of First Presbyterian Church of Tyler, Texas, and this is your daily devotional for Thursday, December 7th, 2023. What could be more important than our salvation? What could possibly be more important than the resurrection? From a Reformed perspective, plenty. More, in fact, than I can enumerate just today. But from the broadest perspective, I would call it the accomplishment of God's will and way in the world. We know God is invested in this world, deeply loves it, and wishes for it a return to the goodness in which He created it. God's interest in the world extends far beyond your salvation or mine. Many people around us talk about God mainly by way of talking about what they believe God has done in their own lives, but God is bigger than that, way bigger. One might say that for many, their God is too small. In fact, that was the title of a book by the well-known Christian writer and Bible translator J.B. Phillips, who wrote, "Your God is too small." This begs the question, though, what is God doing in the world? Well, let's start at the end, that is, at the end of the Bible. In the Revelation to John we read, "Then I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth had passed away, and the sea was no more. And I saw the holy city, the new Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven from God, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a loud voice from the throne saying, 'See, the home of God is among mortals. He will dwell with them as their God. They will be His peoples, and God Himself will be with them. He will wipe every tear from their eyes. Death will be no more. Mourning and crying and pain will be no more, for the first things have passed away.' And the one who was seated on the throne said, 'See, I am making all things new.'" The writer continues, "I saw no temple in the city, for its temple is the Lord God the Almighty and the Lamb. And the city has no need of sun or moon to shine in it, for the glory of God is its light, and its lamp is the Lamb. The nations will walk by its light, and the kings of the earth will bring their glory into it. Its gate will never be shut by day, and there will be no night there. People will bring into it the glory and honor of the nations." This vision is absolutely breathtaking in scope. It encompasses so much more than our own personal hopes and dreams. It is, in short, a vision of a world restored. But it is restored in a way that isn't simply our present world without conflict. Rather, it is a world transformed. Listen again to some of the features. First, the New Jerusalem, the city of God, comes down to us from out of the heavens. That is a vision of this world transformed. It's not so much that we wait to go to heaven. Heaven comes to us. Second, no more sea. For those of us who enjoy the beach, boating sports, and fishing, this doesn't sound like a great thing, but in the ancient world, the sea represented the primordial chaos out of which God brought order and created the world. This vision sees the completion of God's rule being finally extended to all creation. Third, no church. For preachers like me, this means, well, we're out of a job, but for the best possible reason. There's no longer a need for a place to go to worship God, since God will be an ever-present reality. Everyone will know God. God will no longer be hidden from us, but will dwell intimately with us. So intimately, in fact, that sun and moon will be redundant, since God's presence will provide all the light we ever need. Clearly, some of this is metaphorical language, but it points to our highest Christian hope, that God's reign will come to fulfillment and God's way in the world will finally be complete. Whatever may happen to me, I can rest secure in the hope that God's will be done. As we say in the Lord's Prayer, "Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven." This is our hope. Tomorrow, what does this world restored look like? But for now, may God continue to bless you and keep you in all that you do this day and in all the days ahead.